But it is for God's glory that what you mentioned about reconciliation.
Yes.
We have always possibility if someone did, for example, big sin in this area or many sins in this area, God is waiting for us and He is giving opportunity to change our lives. And I like the idea, and I think it is very true and in harmony with the gospel, that yes, He accepts reconciliation. If you are coming, He accepts that you are sorry, but your healing depends if you join pro-life movement. This is real healing for you.
Yes.
Because maybe you was involved in some killing, but now you can rescue hundreds. And this is for God's glory.
And that's very, so you look, aside from other things, this is a great benefit of the pro-life movement. And you and I, we all know about these beautiful stories of people that have all of a sudden realized in which kind of situation they are in. And they found reconciliation, very often through faith. And they then started to try to help to get others out of that situation, to get others out, because they know very well what kind of pressure is there, and of course to make sure to help that the weakest in our society, are getting the protection they deserve. They are weak. How can you accept that somebody is beating a child? Would you just go by in the street, somebody is really beating you? No, you would interfere. What would the whole society do if a woman has a little baby and for some reason or the other kills that baby? What is the whole society? She says that the whole society is having an uproar, and they are completely out of their mind because of the atrocity of that mother that is now so wild to kill a child. So it's in us. It's in us. We want to protect the weakest. It's great. Makes us great too. If you can help, you get a lot of reward. So we have to tell people, please believe it. It's a human being from the embryo. Please don't do any harm to the weakest one of us. We have all been an embryo. If somebody else was different, please tell me. I'm always waiting for somebody to tell me that he was not an embryo. We have all been an embryo. And we all had mothers that protected us. We had fathers that were protecting us. And so we were protected before we were born, and of course we were protected later on. So I think it's on the lowest level, it's a matter of fairness to protect the weakest.
Yes. Sometimes we can recognize what was bad in history. For example, if we spoke about Holocaust, now is clear, and who was involved in rescue Jews that time later was hero. And now is a time of Holocaust of unborn people. And who will be involved in this in next age or later will be big hero, because he was trying to rescue God's children and to recognize in which time we are living, in time when in every city we are killing unborn children, innocent children.
Yes, you're right. And that's a very good point. And we always have to realize that it's not a matter of success. We are not responsible for the success. We are responsible for the very moment, for our action in the very moment. And then we have to trust. And then we can trust. Because in the end, the truth will come through. And in the end, it will show that what in our special situation, what we have done for the weakest in society was the right thing. But we should never, you know, we were talking about that now there is a change in the United States. We were so happy. I have many friends over there in the United States. They were happy, you know, we had made big advances in the pro-life movement. There were excellent laws, there were protective laws. And it's interesting. We have now a new American president, he may be good or not. He allowed to kill innocent children. Now, if he is convinced that abortion is good or not, that's okay. And I'm happy to discuss that with him. But to step into the office and the first thing to do is to abolish all the restriction of abortion, that's a little bit fanatic. It's not. That's not. That's something a little bit. That's not natural. And we have to now. We have to step back again. We have to fight again. We have to convince others. It's not the success. Unfortunately, we never. If I warn all of you to get into the pro-life movement, because you always have setbacks. There is no. If somebody wants to have success, please don't go in the pro-life movement. If somebody is convinced of what is right or wrong, if somebody is convinced that it's a beautiful thing to work and protect the weakest, then this is what we have to do.